If you're a pick six player, or any player for that matter, you'll need to get your bets on for the third race, the opening leg of the pick six, by 1:45, 13:45. It's the merit-rated 65 handicap, and they're going to race over 1,400 metres. And as you know by now, it's on the poly track. Graham, one of my PA bankers and horses to watch out for, comes up in here in race 3. I quite like number 1, White Cedar. I don't suggest he's a pick six banker because it's that difficult, and we're going to go light in those other races with Captain Tatters and Flower of Saigon a bit later on. But I was really encouraged with White Cedar's last performance, close up to Higher Purpose. I think he'll go close again.
Should go close. He'll get the run of the race. This is the MR65 handicap was divided, so race 2 is the first half and race 3 is the second half. There were that many acceptances for the race. And how Higher Purpose runs in race 2 will be a good gauge as to how we can expect number 1, White Cedar, to run in the third race. But the draw has fallen kindly for Dennis Bosch because he's got a strong hand in race 2, and I think he's got a strong hand here in race 3 as well with number 3, What a Blast. But yes, the horses that I've sort of make up my shortlist are 1, White Cedar, 3, What a Blast, 7, Forest Jump, and 10, Ancient State. That's my shortlist, but it's another tricky 65 handicap. And in the first leg of the pick six, you probably need to go just about the field. But my first choice would be What a Blast. White Cedar would be my second choice.
Okay, so 3 by 1 for you and 1 by 3 for me. So maybe some boxed exactas will be the order of the day. Let's talk about 1 or 2 other horses. You did mention Forest Jump. You did mention Ancient State.
Well, Forest Jump, of course, ran right alongside White Cedar behind Higher Purpose last time out. So strictly on the form of their last run, wherever White Cedar runs, Forest Jump should be right alongside. But that's, of course, assuming they hold their form. And at this low level, we know that these horses are not always that consistent.
2 horses I'd like your opinion on. 9, Palace Wind, 11, Running Freely. These 2 runners, why I ask about them is because they've popped up and run some okay races every now and again.
I think Palace Wind has got some sort of chance at this level. Same comment applies to number 11, Running Freely. That's why I'm suggesting, although I gave a narrow short list of 4 horses, that's for place accumulator and bipod purposes perhaps, but for the pick six, you've certainly got to consider Palace Wind. You've certainly got to consider Running Freely. In fact, you've got to throw those 2 in to the pick six calculations. Along with, maybe Odin will suddenly improve from an inside gate. Last run by Antigonus wasn't too bad. The Snow War has been very disappointing. Follow My Path could surprise. Something seriously wrong with Agent Murphy on the evidence of his last 2 runs. He has the ability, but he's been tailed off in his last 2 starts. I'm happy to ignore Jackman. I'm happy to ignore Rainbow Rising. But for the rest, they all have some sort of claim.
Yep. Odin, you mentioned Odin from a 91 down to a 66. So that's certainly going to be in his favour. But there you heard it at the top of the preview. Graham's selections are 3, What a Blast from 1, White Cedar. I've gone 1, White Cedar from 3, What a Blast. So, as I said, boxed exactas, the order of the race.